Well,
it's fine. I think it's not going to be that bad. We're going to have the
So, this is an opportunity, right, for BB team to be able to push back against the storylines of the past.
If there's a time to do it, it's got to be now. You don't have a lot of tournaments left in the year. You might not have a lot with this roster if you can't start to get some results on the big stage in the right moments on LAN. And we heard the coach interview, we heard what the panel was discussing. This matchup to me is entirely about the tempo and the pace. The first 10 minutes, super important. The rune fight, super important for BB team here. They need this first blood. They need to get out of here.
33, trying to hide away in the trees long enough that you can get a couple hits on Psych, and he does manage to get it. No way. Unbelievable, the fact that he managed to pull that off. Gets first blood away from BB team. You want to talk about pulling off moves in the clutch. That was a clutch move right there.
I mean, I didn't think we were going to caster curse somebody that fast. we really did him dirty there. As much as we talk about how much BB team need to get off to a fast pace, that is not what they wanted out of that rune fight. And if you look at their draft, they definitely have adapted to a lot of the past times they played against Liquid. We saw the stats. Liquid has beaten them more often than not. Save will get a little Nisha with some counter picks. It's not necessarily something Nisha can overcome in a one-on-one, so you have to rely on the supports. But if you can apply enough lane pressure in the side lanes where those supports for Liquid can't make the rotations, that's where you can pick apart Liquid's early game.
In that regard, right? I feel like those are two supports that do push out lanes very well, but maybe aren't necessarily the best when it comes to like rotation stuff. Is Save looks like perhaps a little bit of revenge is finally Insania gets the punch at long distance. He gets it, and is still going to be cut down by the Timbersaw. So the matchup still looks all right for the Timbersaw in that tree protector. We were at the panel talking about it for quite some time, and still able to dice up that tree protector pretty good.
Trades are okay for BB team, honestly.
Why don't you want it on your team?
Look, all I'm saying is if I'm in a random pub and my 4 picks a deuce, I'm reporting the guy.
Mickey gets cut down by the Timber Chain as they'll chase after Insania as well. This lane continues to go better and better, as it looks like they're likely to pick up the double kill, in which case they are. But winning your lanes doesn't necessarily mean that you can keep up with the fast pace that Team Liquid likes to bring. In fact, we've seen that happen to Team Liquid in their matchup against Gaming Gladiators, right? When you're playing up against a fast team, sometimes winning lanes doesn't cut it.
What is this gate rotation, man?
I don't know.
Mickey making this, but
the Gorgon's Grasp latches onto Saika, and that'll allow the Insania Mickey duo that comes through the gate, just a full-on quad lane to challenge BB team. I guess they're done with this laning phase. They say, all right, we don't want to keep this happening. We're losing out on the laning phase. Let's shift things up, and let's just move some heroes around. Speaking of moving heroes around, Save is going to move into the mid lane and helps get the kill on Nisha.
You know, Pipes and Crimsons.
I even saw Helm of the Overlord in one game. I think at ESV. It was
I don't know if we're going to see that again. Another death on the TP out here, man. Hero has... I mean, this is one of those positions where it's like, you know, if your Timber doesn't carry this game, you're not going to get a better start than this. He's just had an empty lane.
Get the lockdown on the Boxy is all that's required to get this kill. The Gorgon's Grasp comes out, GPK still has the stun, and Saika should be able to deliver the damage. Boxy's going to go for a TP out. He actually is going to make it.
So tanky.
Yeah, I mean...
They're trying to get the Luna back into a position where he can maintain the farm advantage. Another rotation from GPK, trying to get some more tree freebies here. Zania's and Io's going to have a mech locket, you know, if you get to that point, sure. But outside of that, you don't have that big tank presence. There's an argument there, but he's
so many disables. Nisha can't survive.
And Save has just, he has taken this early game over.
Seriously.
Absolutely. Put up space for early fours, and Liquid are tired of giving him the space here. Time to shut him down.
Heavy rotation, 2 TPs. Start off with the silence here. They still got the coil if necessary. Mickey is going to pop the ultimate to make sure they have the damage. 2 ults used to be able to bring down Miro's Timbersaw.
Maybe you're confident enough with the extra tree and sustain and the tankiness of the Dusa, but it's a little spooky with the start given here.
Boxy getting jumped. But again, the tankiness of the Dusa is getting a bit of farm and almost has a mech complete.
The downsides of all these trades, though, for BB team, if you're not getting the fights, well, they're going to start it here with Save.
Yeah, trying to force it. They'll get this kill on bottom lane. So many heroes from Team Liquid at the top part of the map. They seem to have read that pretty well. As it is, they get a lot off the map in the meantime. They got that Insania kill, they got the setup tower, they got the mid tower. Now they're setting up
What a
a
ward.
potential fight here on Nisha as the Blink Dagger reveals itself on Nisha and catches him underneath this ward. That's going to be the Aegis. Can they get him a second time? Are they going to be able to have the disables available? Try and hit him with a boundless strike. The timing isn't quite there, though Nisha is still going to have a hard time getting away. Has to drop the coil on a GPK, but the stun is still there from Save to catch up. A little bit of damage is all that's required. He's going to jump to the orb once again. No, got hexed. So wasn't able to get it. Even if he did, GPK was there on the other side. Right into here. Yeah, I mean, we saw Team Liquid when the patch first came out. Nice pickoff of potentially on GPK, but no, Save is here with the save, and they've got the relocate coming in. The damage on GPK is not quite enough. The pipe came through and bailed him out just at the last second. Miro gets there in time, and the damage from the rest of BB team clean up the rest. He had a BKB next. I would have thought it would have been Lincoln's, considering the initiation coming out from Save every time. They finally do go for the Dusa. Seems like Boxy has stepped a bit too far forward. They say, okay.
Be the huge late game threat he wants to be, and there's not a lot of pressure on him to get stuff done. Liquid just gonna man up for a shard.
Yeah, play to get this Tormentor and hope that it goes to the tree.
Before Liquid can finish these big Black King bars, particularly on the Luna and the Beastmaster, then you negate a lot of the spell damage and the control from BB team.
Boxy stepping forward, go for the D-ward. They do manage to get the Hex on the puck, though. The initiation is there. Still, though, managed to get him away. Boxy is stuck in the middle of this Wukong's command, and it's something that Nikkei can't challenge either. They have the coil, the overgrowth, the eclipse, all of it being used, but nobody goes down until maybe 33 jumps back in, going for GPK, down to half HP. Might be able to hit him up, but the boundless strike, he gets away. No, Nisha hunts him down. Boxy now, help with Nikkei, is focusing on Saika. Can Toronto Tokyo get them out of this mess? Lends him a little bit of heal, a little bit of extra movement speed to get away, and Liquid do not have the same kind of catch that BB team does, especially after the blink has already been used by both the puck and the Beastmaster to get that kill. Yeah, and they just picked up a big item in one of those frontliners.
That was a huge
33
fight.
has a BKB.
It's a really important fight for both teams, but for Liquid to try and get this second Roche for the Beastmaster with their BKB timing. Do not have the Luna BKB, you have to keep that in mind.
33 coming in from behind. Throws out some axes, gets a little vision, has to blink away, doesn't find his target. The mark there would be if he could catch the Isle, which he almost does. Blow up the Isle right away, that would be fantastic.
I honestly think Liquid kind of want to bait BB into jumping them. If they can bait them into jumping the Dusa or some poor target like that, then 33 is going to be able to find his mark. But I think him going in blind is very difficult here.
Yeah, and you can see Boxy is trying to do just that. Miro is doing the same.
Yeah, he has Hags right now, and there is no hard dispel on the side of Liquid, so he's a god in the fight.
Yeah. And Boxy pushing the limit here, trying harder and harder to get BB Team to jump onto him. Camps available. Liquid are taking Ancients. BB Team's taking a small camp and a medium camp, so they have to go back to the Roshan and be like, okay, we gotta pull these Liquid guys into a team fight.
Yeah, this got Mickey to his BKB this whole period. And you still can't jump this Dusa. It's just not going to feel good.
Maybe the chat wheel lines will help spur Liquid into a fight. Now they start poking at this Medusa.
The right angle.
They've got one. Toronto Tokyo has the smoke. They're going to pop it now. So they take your advice. Miro still puts himself on the front lines.
I think this is the right play, but you have to dodge the Treant on the backside. You have to find a big core target with this Lion. He doesn't have a ward to do it.
They spot Mickey. They want to be able to go for him. They got the Hex on him. Nisha interrupts it, though. He stops that. Primal Roar on the Razor. Just what they wanted. The Eclipse goes out. GPK is committing for the kill, but he's not going to be able to have the Wukong's command is no good here. He gets sliced and diced as the chains bouncing around, and now the Razor is locked in the Overgrowth during his BKB. It has all gone wrong for BB Team, and now they're just desperately trying to save what heroes they can, but they will not be able to get away from Nisha as they bring down the IO as well. 3 go down, and Liquid get just what they needed out of this. A team fight into the second Roshan for them. And he's also got a lot of experience out of that. Though this pickoff is huge, they still managed to find Mickey here and take away his Aegis. Now, are they going to try and reset off of this one? Wukong's command gets used. Mickey is going to be surrounded, but he has his own BKB to be able to walk away. The drain doesn't last for too long. Nisha's assaulting the back line, trying to go for that Lion. Well, it looks like Insane got found in the corner. He gets cut down by Miro. Now 33, he goes and finds the IO, gets managed to get the Primal Roar on him and brings him down. Saika, meanwhile, has to use his BKB to start backing away. Miro is still a god in the
the fights. He still has not been taken down once in this, but a short timber chain may put him in a backward position. Nisha gets caught. Gorgon's Grasp is not good enough to be able to stop the damage that comes in. They may be rooted, but they're not disarmed. They lay the damage into Nisha as well as Boxy bring those two down, while Miro remains on the... So Nisha needing to find his groove.
Liquid needing to find their mark here. Gonna try and jump the timber, but he already got
ITX. That makes things a little bit harder. The Yules is going to be able to dispel that, but a lot of the damage, can they do enough? Miro gets the help for the relocate. Dota2 to the rescue. Now, they still do use the Wukong's command. Nisha jumped in after that one. Looks like he's got an orb out to still continue and chase. Dota2, his relocate back is going to end soon. Stuck inside the overgrowth. Saika's going to be run down underneath the tier 2, and it seems like BB team may be running out of steam.
They just don't have enough team fight presence to deal with. We're seeing the extra farm here for Boxy start to hit its mark. Even eyeing up a Hex here as this game goes later. I mean, he is almost doubling up. He does, but you don't see good targets. I just don't know what you're jumping at this point if you're safe.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, BB team, you might have to just commit on Boxy when he goes in and
look at that damage just from the first loosened beam. Gets the axe off, and immediately Boxy blinks in, hits the Yules. That's the dispel. Miro, he's going to be safe for the relocate. Now Saika goes in. He does manage to get the link this time around on Mickey, but he can't quite commit for it. He actually has to back away. His team has called that it's time to reset. The first time he gets a good link and he can't commit for it. Same actually goes back in. They go for the Beast Master Shape. They can blow him up. It's close, but they do manage to get him before the Hex runs thin. Now GPK in the middle of all these things with his lifesteal and his BKB, but he's going to start backing up, kiting away Mickey. BB team are beginning to break Liquid a little bit here as they've gotten one pick off, turns to a second one with a Tree Protector, and now it's time for the Dusa. The tanky Dusa against 4 is not going to be a match for this unless the Blink Dagger with that stupid bubble. Please. They do manage to catch him anyway, the Blink forward and the Gleipnir, so will not allow Liquid to be able to escape unscathed.
And then assemble. See you later. A lot of very small mechanics that could come out here to win either fight.
They're going to try First Roar. First Roar going to be put to use here, getting the Timber Saw low. He gets off his BKB, and now it's Aghanim Scepter. Liquid start backing away, backpedaling as much as they can, though they're still going to be caught as the Flamethrower is slowing them down quite a bit here, and Saika gets in the middle of it. Gets caught, though. Primal Roar once again being put, and a Stone Gaze has also put him a little bit in a hold here. Overgrowth going to be popped. Immediately tries to deal with that one. Saika does start getting a drain. It's on Boxy. The IO is going to go down, though. Nisha is wrecking the back line, though. He's gone for the line. Finishes him jump. Miro's dropping low, and he's not going to make it out. Turns around, tries to fight Mickey. It's not going to work for you.
He just gets nothing done. He just gets caught in Stone Gaze. He's stunned for 10 seconds. He wishes he was a different hero. It is miserable for him in some of these engagements, and there's just no way around it if you don't get a good jump.
Worse and worse with, another refresher.
That is what this game is about. Will they find him here on a random line?
Catch him isolated, catch him on the hard camp, already down to half. Easy kill. Overgrowth comes too late. Now Saika. He's found his mark, got the link onto Mickey, just what he wants. With a refresh and a Manta, there is no way for Mickey to be able to fight through this one. They're trying to deal with the Razor as best they can. Another refresh coming out from Mickey, but the rest of the BB team, they've already drained away the damage, and now with the second life, Mickey is going to be fighting underneath a Wukong's command with a Razor that's buffed up the hell with lots of damage. A Yules on an illusion, that's not what they wanted. Saika starts backing himself away. GPK underneath the Wukong's command, it's got to be enough. All three of these cores from BB team will push through and take down Liquid. The team fights continue to go around, and they still got him. Nisha's not getting away. Got him on the Hex. That's 4 down from Liquid.
Save with a buyback just to clean this game. Perhaps take a lane of their own. Not a lot of buybacks available. But Liquid here, they kind of all in on their cores.
Jump forward from Miro, seeing if he can get another pick off. But Liquid, they're playing it very safe. They're going to make sure that they have all their heroes up. 1 lane of barracks. Not even that, just half a lane.
Force the objective. They're going to be able to force this next one. Oh, save. You are. Oh, very spotted.
Silence Coil on 2. Boxy's going to jump forward. Hits him with the Hex as well. They're going to turn to deal with Boxy. But the Saika! He just got blown up. And GPK may have gotten off his BKB and his Wukong's command. He'll stay alive for a bit. But his team is getting sliced and diced on the outside. Not Miro, though. He's tanking with that Aghanim Scepter. He had a refresher BKB. He jumps forward, trying to finish off more. Now pops the refresher. He may have gotten the Tree Protector. But how much can you do all by your lonesome, Miro? You are stuck in... An absolute liquid hell of 5 heroes with a buyback coming out from Insania after his death. BB team, Luna, she can get right on top of somebody. She's hitting you, she's loosen beaming you, the glaives are surrounding her, doing additional damage.
Early PKP, try and find something here. You don't have your Lion, though, for the lockdown.
Yep, they're missing that crucial bit of initiation, and Liquid, they can finish up Megas here, guaranteed. But they're a little bit skittish about what the team fight looks like after that, especially with some of their buybacks being down like they are. Miro, nice impale, hits on 3, Save goes for it, hits the finger onto the Beastmaster to get the kill, but still though, the Luna, oh my god, the Luna! She is doing damage, and she will take BB team out of this game.
I've never seen a better impale turn into more destruction against your own team. Save doing what he can, but in the end, it is not nearly enough here as, man, that late game Luna looked absolutely terrifying. You have to come
against the Kunkka or the NP. It's like the hard counter to nature as you press stomp and run through the trees because of the DK. Okay.
I mean, they went Red Dragon, Dragon Knight. They've got a Beastmaster. They've got some supports that scale up. The Mirana is pretty scary going into the late game with some of the talents you rock. And it looks like we're going to have a first blood on our hands. Saika is going to try and defend himself. The unstable concoction on 2. Manages to maneuver around the brambles, so he doesn't actually die. Boxy's whole pool there. Still has a Lotus, still has some wand charges, so he can still play with Insania coming through the gate. Put the pressure on Saika. Bold play to make, though, with the Nature's Prophet ready to go with his ultimate, and Save making the counter TP rotation here. He is just sticking on top of 33. He's not backing away. He knows he can't make a run for it. Throws some axes, turns around, throws a bit of damage, but 33 is still going to get burned out. And BB team now look for a second one. A big burst of damage. That unstable concoction comes through. Takes the Treant down to half. It's a simple play for BB team to be able to clean up some kills off of that bit of aggression.
I'm not giving this Alchemy breathing room. You have push galore. In fact, they're going to take the Dragon Knight up here.
Nisha spots him, doesn't manage to get the initiation right away, but now 33, he's going to close that gap. They've got the Primal Roar combined with the Dragon Tail, so many stuns. BB team is still going to fight this one, though. The boat's coming in. Miro, he goes for Nisha, a hard hero to be able to kill, and it looks like the damage is being split up here from BB team. They're not sure who they're targeting right now, and Miro right now is trying to protect. He's not going to be able to do anything. Dragon Tail into an arrow stun. Mickey comes in with the extra help, and Save is trying to get this kiting back. 33, he'll get it. Well played by Save, being able to back him up, and now pushes
once again, Liquid out-rotating them in this early game.
Mickey out of leap charges, so he is done. X-Torrent, and with Toronto Tokyo coming in.
One of the ways you can use this hero, not let him dictate.
Right, go for Nisha. That early level 6 that Save got off of that team fight is put to use immediately. One upside you could definitely say about this, when it comes to the early game for BB team, they have not lit this Dragon Knight. I agree. Whenever he's playing Batrider, him and Miro just tear up the laning phase.
And this is a hero that can scale pretty hard. Way better than the Lion.
In EWC, right, it was the Batrider Brewmaster that they were running all the time that looked really good. GPK is going to be run down underneath this tower. TP rotations are coming in, though. Liquid surely are going to lose somebody off of this one, or maybe they're not. Boxy with his level 6, and with the Haste Rune, quickly picks up the Will-O-Wisp and starts using the Bedlam to bring down Save. They get that. What a torrent into a boat on 3! Miro, though, caught in the overgrowth, is not able to immediately get the damage. Insania will find his TP canceled. They'll collect the lives of both supports for this, right?
He shot.
Insania, there's nowhere you could go. Okay.
Like, Bat Chen are going to be able to farm a lot more, scale a lot more, bring a lot more to the table. We're already seeing them build a little bit of an advantage here. This is a very valuable game for Liquid, actually. Getting the Chen and all of his creeps here. A lot of gold, a lot of momentum shut down.
But Save, he gets the lasso, pulls him into Miro with the X-Torrent combination. It'll bring Nisha low, but a Terrorize Save. Is that going to be enough? Doesn't hit the Alchemist, and with GPK behind him, he'll deliver the damage to get one core, but maybe 2. Unstable Concoction, it goes off. 33 is already a pretty distant target to go for here. They're going to have to go in a bit deep. They do manage to get the Torrent on 2 of them, stopping the TP wave from Boxy. What a play from Miro.
He's been destroying this early game. I mean, this off lane for BB team. Boards on the lanes are scouting everything here for BB team.
A lot of items are coming together. They have the pipe complete. They have the Gleipnir done for the Mirana. All that's left is Nisha's BKB, but they may not need it. Found an opening on Miro. He got off his blade mail first, though. So instead, they turn to save. But look at Saika coming in from the side. Unstable concoction on it, too, with his Radiance. He is burning out the Beastmaster. Couldn't stop him before the Primal Roar, and now gets hit by the Overgrowth. But that's okay. They don't have the damage to threaten this Alchemist, especially with Mickey choosing a different target. He finished up the Kunkka. He got the Bat Rider. He comes in and gets a nice double kill. But BB Team combining Chemical Rage's natural regen with the boat buff, just making you tanky enough that you don't die immediately. That's a pretty potent combination. Survivability. Boxy has his TP canceled by a Gleipnir. He'll try and make it as hard as possible for BB Team, but he will eventually die.
Point with this BB Team lineup, you're happy. Liquid are not like going to get pushed in this game, and what a find from GPK. Just saw him farm in the bottom lane and catches him again.
Yep, they just sweep down. There's no way you could TP out faster.
And then I am dragging you straight into hell.
Now, they are not showing inside of the base except for 33. 33 is a great target to be able to start on Lasso, but Liquid's coming in from behind. Can they get here in time to be able to save 33? They do jump onto the Chen with the Terrorize coming out, hitting GPK as well. They'll take 2 for 1 off of this one, and Mickey is going to work with some of his damage, but now he's being targeted. He gets Brawl back into some Nature's Grass, and it's not going to be enough. They manage to bring him down. Primal Roar goes out onto the Bat Rider now. With Miro being low, Nisha is trying to hunt him down, not in dragon form though, and Saika is still the king of this team fight. The Alchemist with the Radiance and the extra life is not going to be easy to bring down Nisha, realizing that he is in no man's land with so many heroes of BB Team sitting between him and his base, trying to TP away. The X stops him, the Unstable Concoction stops him, and he goes down. BB Team will resume their high ground push.
Take the Chen out first, shut down the Kunkka if you can burst him. They really want to see the supports.
Oh, they
want to jump.
Cannot go through this. Kunkka. Miro is waving at him. He knows this initiation is coming. Will it still work for him, though? Oh, an Unstable Concoction locks onto the 2 of them with the Torrent Boat coming in. Oh, Liquid, this is not looking good. Nisha does manage to get off his BKB, so while 33 dies, Nisha's still able to fight this out, but he's not doing much damage. The Mirana is, though, but the Mirana doesn't have much HP to work, that he couldn't finish off GPK. Yeah, maybe you can, Boxy, but this fight's done. This game might be done as they call it. 22 minutes. BB Team, who are these guys? Go 0-5, criticized for years when it comes to their pace of the game and how slow they play. And all of a sudden, they just wake up in the middle of this series against Liquid and just look like an entirely different team.
I don't...
Mana boots and maxing your nuke. But yeah, they're gonna just go DK carry. Pick the Queen of Pain.
Huge team fight ults that both teams really want to play around, and they really want to get their offlaners off to a good start between the Timber and the Enigma to try and, take early towers, take that game over. I think that was a huge difference in that game too. Liquid lost some of their tier 1s very early in that game.
What about GPK's hero, the Queen of Pain? This is a hero that has been terrorizing pubs lately. There's pretty much only one build, which is Dagon.
6, 8, 10 minutes. Which mid gets these power runes? Very vital.
Gonna dive, go for kill on 33. Eidolons are gonna take out, so there's no real threat whatsoever. He just has his facet, or his passive, to be able to help him out and get some extra Eidolons off of that. And does manage to get the kill on Toronto Tokyo as a result, but they take advantage of the fact that...
He can counter gank one of these side lanes if Liquid try and push it with the Eidolons.
That was nasty. See that? Insania, with his creep, manages to deny the Wisdom Rune.
Super value.
They get the bug on Miro. TP rotation coming in. Boxy. Oh, that was quite the move. Pulls himself to the Weaver and then pulls the Weaver to the Timber Saw with the snowball.
Wisdom Rune deny. Big wins on the map for Liquid here. Support's putting in some work.
33, he will die to the rotation from the Queen of Pain, but still managed to get the kill on the Phoenix, and this time around got the experience for it.
I mean, 1v3, you get a kill. Can't be too sad about that.
No.
And you got that Queen teleport out. It's getting outnumbered here if you're BB Team, especially with how low level your supports are right now.
They're not going to let any support stick around in this bottom lane and soak some experience. Toronto Tokyo is going to be found after the dive away. An easy pickup for Nisha.
Exactly what you're looking for if you're Liquid. Abuse the level advantage right now. These two BB Team supports, where are you supposed to strike on the map right now? You can't go into this Weaver. It's just a dead lane in terms of game potential. Don't have the stun.
Snowball, it's gonna pound through, go to Toronto Tokyo. Nisha jumps away, dodging some of that Sonic Wave damage. Boxy, he'll back out. A lot of damage done, but ultimately they get a kill and get out. Dragon Tail, Blink Dragon Tail, Blink Lasso. You deal with one of those with the Lincolns, you probably stave off the initiation from BB
These creeps have been on point from Insania. He's just scouting all these camps, blocking up some stacks. This is a massive Ancient stack. Again, so much experience Save needs in this game.
And they're going to fight around it. Liquid, they're going to get the kill on Save as Save commits to kill the Observer Ward. Boxy hanging out here on the high ground.
Okay.
Miro in some trouble. Turns around, Chakram's not going to be able to get the Timber Chain out of here. The snowball stops him. Saika, he comes in way too late to be able to do anything about this. Liquid just group back up around the Ancient stack.
You might have to Queen ult this, honestly. I don't know if that's what you want to have to do, but you just give Liquid this stack. I mean, what does this Dragon Knight have controlling everything? Gleipnir is done for the Weaver here at 1430. Okay, incredibly farmed. And Orchid done as well.
Got him. Any saves? There's nothing really there from BB team. It looks like they might not be able to do enough damage though. GPK does manage to survive through that, but the Supernova is put down. The Black Hole gets used, but coming in from behind! Miro hits a huge Timber Chain whirling death that gets 2 core kills.
Nightfall with some nice
and a third one on top of that.
What a disaster for Liquid. An aggressive go. They thought they had the timing with the Orchid and the Gleipnir finished that hold, and then you can counterplay that as Liquid. That just kind of played it into the BB team's hands a bit. Gives them some life in this game.
Yeah, certainly no reason that you had to dive a tier 2 against a Supernova Phoenix. Miro jumps into all of these heroes that he didn't know was there, immediately Orchid it up. He's in trouble, and he's going to be left behind. His BB team now start backing themselves away. Mickey, he came in through the side, got the pick up on Save, and now Nisha's diving in for more. With the Malefice on Toronto Tokyo, they'll grab a 3rd kill out of this one. Apparently Liquid, not deterred by the failure of their last team fight. They take another one here. Mickey does manage to jump away just before they jump in from GPK. 1 in, 1 out, turns around, Sonic Waves, trying to finish up 33. It's not going to be enough. He dies as well. They just got wiped.
That is more of the fight Liquid were looking for. Just starting these Liquid get that 5-man wipe they were looking for with this Orchid Gleipnir. Make it look a lot easier than the first time around. We'll put a lot of their spells on cooldown here.
Miro just coming right back to the same scene of the crime here.
I mean, he knows the resources are a bit lower, but yeah, you do have to respect the lockdown right now. This Orchid has been putting in work and Save. That is just not the area you want to be in right now. Get yourself there, because you're not finding a lot right now.
No, they're not. Yule Scepter, but he comes back down into a world of hurts, and Orchid keeps him in place, and Mickey will deliver the damage.
And the one that will pay off more over the long run?
Yeah.
But if you get jumped Orchided,
yeah,
you are dead in the water, right? There's nothing to bail you out right now, except, you know, Fire Spirits coming through, Stun coming through, that type of thing. Oh, this is a huge grab.
Great pickup from Save. They saw.
Timber saw. And this Ag's done on the Queen of Pain, pushing towards BKB as well, so maybe BKB has not been the best it's been in some of these recent patches, but you're going to have 3 of them on the side of BB. These heroes are tanky. There's some sustain with Sunray, Fire Spirits. Find a quick little Phoenix kill.
Finally get something.
Heads up Snowball in the camp to prevent any sort of action there.
They're making this move without Nisha. Gonna try and take this Wisdom Rune. Mickey opens up on Saika. But the lasso comes through, grabs the Weaver, turning it around, but they're not going to be able to burst down this Weaver, not very quickly. Maybe with the Orchid, a Force Staff gets a little bit farther away, but I don't think it's enough damage. Miro, yeah, he managed to get off his ultimate. Mickey's back up, pretty full, pretty healthy. Insania throwing some damage back at GPK, but they do start backing away.
So blind. Like, there's a lot that can go wrong with that. Though you did pick up the Weaver BKB. Gives you a lot more security here in the team fight, and BB team do not know about this. So if they try and all commit on Mickey here and it goes bad,
Toronto Tokyo would be a good target to be able to burst down quickly, but he's got a Yules. Can they get him? Miro's going to jump forward. Looks like Toronto Tokyo is good for it. He gets off the Supernova, but Liquid is already backed away. Outside of the range, will not be caught in this. And now, Nisha can try and jump back in. They go back to Toronto Tokyo, deal with him while the rest of BB team, wounded from the engagement, have to just give up this area. The bugs go out, trying to search for more.
This is a tough fight, man. You don't have Timber BKB, you have no Phoenix at all. They're going to hide for now.
Yeah, they have.
For anything unless that DK stun lands, and
Toronto Tokyo pulled the trigger on that, that supernova. There goes one of your only stuns. Ooh!
that is a brutal percentage.
Oh, he goes for it. Save doesn't get the initiation and dies in half a second. He reached for it. And he gets burned in the process. A quick buyback from him makes things
relaxed here on a random lane.
Well, they did this before. In game 1, they caught 33, separating from his team off of this kind of play, and they've got him.
No save.
Boxy couldn't get there in time, and now he's going to die for it as well.
They do get the D-ward on the cliff, but the damage has been done.
Yeah.
We're done here, you know. In fact, you have to think about Liquid jumping you because...
Yeah, it's exactly what they're going to do. Jump Miro and burst him down fast.
Arcane Rune's going to power up this Storm. Have to respect the single target burst coming out right now.
Oh, Toronto Tokyo! Yules, he's going to have to Supernova right away. They may still be able to focus it down. BB Team can do nothing to stop it. No disables to be able to throw out. A Sonic Wave hits on 3. Not too bad. Mickey's going to Shikuchi back, leaving Insania behind. Throw some damage back out on a save. Fearful for his life. Yeah, Liquid gets it, but they haven't broken high ground yet, and you said you did favor BB Team going late. Blightmare. See if they can pick up Miro here. Yules in the middle of it, pops his BKB, and they got the lasso, pulling back the Enigma. Once again, they target 33. They had to use a lot for it, just like last time. Yeah, they killed the Enigma, but they can't push for more.
It's scouted everything from BB Team Liquid.
They got their own lane ward that could spot Liquid as they come through. Safe, though. Man. He's the one that had the gem, too.
30 seconds for the next one.
Yeah, 30 seconds for Mickey to hit buildings.
Oh, BKB Enigma, that is going to change the teamfight impact here a lot if BB Team commit in deep.
Another dive in, trying to break through that link. It's not good enough. They're turning around and Save's dead. Nisha with his own BKB stands fearlessly underneath the Supernova. A small zip away and Liquid back into it. There is nothing left on the side of BB Team. Been all over the place. Pushing out, Saika tries it, doesn't get it. Now he's in trouble. Block hole used to lock down Saika and catches Miro in the midst of it as well. Buyback's going to be put to use, but without a carry, now your damage is out the window. You had no disable, now you've got no damage. Liquid are looking good to be able to take Megas. It might just force out a GG if they want to stick around for it.
I mean, one more lasso from Save. He's going to take the edge.
Oh, and Enchantress is what you get? You can't even get that with a snowball save coming out from Boxy. It's the clearest read of his life. They've only got one play. It's Lasso. He sees it coming a mile away and had the saves to get Liquid over the finish line. Liquid will bring down BB Team once again.